Hello Lakers and families, this is a quick tutorial on how to use Linq Connect to pay for your AP exams. Linq Connect is a online processing payment tool that TTUSD uses to receive payments for things like meals, fees, Chromebook insurance, and so on. It's also how we process AP exam payments. There are a couple things as you get started to know about either accessing or creating your account. The first things first is some of you likely already have an account if you used things like Aries Titan in the past to pay for things. And so you might want to first click the sign in button on linqconnect.com, that's Linq with a Q, and hit sign in. And then click forgot my password. You're going to enter your email address that is associated with your parent Aries account. All right, so the email address that you use to log into your parent end of the Aries platform, plug that in and hit continue. You'll get an email to update your password. This is a requirement for anybody with an account. They changed security settings, and so you have to reset your password. Please do remember that password. This is something you'll need to access for the future as well. But if for some reason that email address does not get recognized or it doesn't work, you can actually go back to that home page. And once that loads up, you're going to hit the register button. Okay. Under register, you're going to fill this information out: first name, last name, email address, create a strong password that you'll remember, and then agree to the terms and conditions. If your language is other than English or you prefer a different language, you can select that here as well. And so that will change the menu items to something different. Okay, and you'll hit submit. Just note that once you hit submit, the email address that you entered here will receive an email that will have you verify that email address. Please check that email, hit that verification link, and then you should be able to log in using that information. I'm going to go back and log in as myself here, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to hit sign in. I've already added a student, and I'm going to gray out some of the details here, but I can show you how to add an additional student before we go into adding exams to your cart. So if you'd like to add additional students, up on the right hand corner, it's going to have, if you haven't added anybody, it's going to have an option to add a student. Or if you have someone and you need to add another student, for example, you hit the plus icon here. You're going to select student, and then you're going to type in Tahoe Truckee, and it should automatically match. Select that. You're going to need the name as it appears on Aries, first name and last name as it appears on the student and parent Aries account, and then the same date of birth that appears on the student account. That will match you to that particular student. You're going to hit add once that appears, and then that should populate all of the available students under your account. Once you've done that, once you've added all the students, the area where you're going to go to add AP exams to your cart is underneath this 3-line icon or hamburger icon in the upper left-hand corner. You're going to select Store underneath that, and then Tahoe Truckee Unified School District. Once that loads, you'll notice that there might be several options, so do pay attention. This one says Advanced Placement Test North Tahoe High School. Make sure that you select that as the option, and that includes if your student is taking a single subject cold stream class. Okay, they're going to be taking it through North Tahoe High School, and so that's where the payment will be headed is to us. So when you click on that option, it will open up this option here. You're going to select the student that is this is being paid for. If you have multiple students that are taking exams, just note that you will have to add the test for one student, process that to the cart, and then go back and add a second set of AP tests for the other student or students that maybe you're responsible for. So if we select that student, it's just going to say AP test. You're going to select the school, and this is important. So you want to double check that you're selecting North Tahoe High. And then you're going to select the number of exams that your student is actually registered for. Okay, this is not a registration page. You are not registering for exams here. You are paying for exams that you've already been registered for. So on the instructions that you'll see on an email and on the website, it will say check with your student to verify the accurate number of exams that the student is registered for. Okay, so if the student is registered for 4 exams, you can go in here and select 4. It will maximum of 7. I don't know of any student taking 7 exams off the top of my head. but you can select the number of exams. Seniors, keep in mind that AP Government and AP Economics are 2 separate exams with 2 separate fees. And then you'll hit Add to Cart. You'll also see the price listed here. The price is reflective of your free and reduced meal status and application results that you can also use this same tool to submit if you haven't yet. Okay, so it will automatically pull the correct pricing for each exam, and then you'll just hit Add to Cart, and you can see, just like a shopping center, you can see it here. You can adjust things, you can remove, you can change the number. Okay, and then once you're ready, if you have additional students to add or adjustments to make, you can click Go to Checkout. Double check that all this information is correct. You will enter the billing address. That would be the address that's associated with likely the method of payment that you are adding here. You can opt to make this a one-time payment. All that really does is it will not save the payment method to the account, and so you can choose that. And then you'll see the overall cost here. Please note that there are a small amount of nominal fees that are associated with paying this process. However, do know that TTUSD has already discounted quite heavily the overall cost of each AP exam by about $50 at minimum, if not more. And so this fee does alleviate, and this processing system does alleviate the quite monumental task of collecting, processing, submitting, and depositing manual or paper check or cash payments. So while there's an additional fee associated, just note that TTUSD has already covered a good portion of the AP exam fees out of their budget and funds to support students accessing these tests. And so this fee is not necessarily an added fee. It just helps us be able to manage our time better and serve our students better. Once you've confirmed and paid that information, you should get an email receipt, as well as a notification will come to the school, and we'll record those payments. Just note that if anything does change in your AP exam plans, depending on the time of year, there might be a fee that will be assessed later on, or a refund, or things like that, depending on a number of different timeframes and situations. But for right now, that should take care of getting those payments submitted. And if you have any questions or trouble with paying for any of your exams through this process, please reach out to North Tahoe High School, and we'll be able to try to assist you with that process. Thank you.